Hey there boys and girls, like Faker here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video. So this time around I still want to update you guys on the PC port and how the PC version of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare will fit. Has it improved so far? And yes, it has, a little bit. I mean, they put out some small, really minor patches that fixed some connection crashing issues. It's not crashing as often as before. There's still some connection issues when you're in-game, so of course you can get a bad connection because there are no dedicated servers yet, but they said there will be some, so it's probably just a game of time, I would say. But anyways, just besides that, I found out one of my problems why the game was performing so poor, because as you can see in the background right now, I'm being a knife runner, and I will talk about that a little bit more in a few seconds. But of course, when I'm dropping my frames down to 20, every time I zoom in with my scope, it's not really like a good idea to snipe. I mean, it would even be better if the frame would just be locked at 20 or something like that. So, having talked about that problem, I will now tell you why it is. Of course, there are some still problems with the graphical options. If you enable some of them, your game will just run badly. But apparently, AMD CPUs do have a problem with this game, and they really seem to struggle for some reason. I mean, okay, I know. Don't freak out. I know Intel is better, but AMD is not bad. Like, there should not be such a huge gap between those kind of, like, it doesn't make sense at all. Of course, the game is poorly optimized, and again, this can be fixed with a patch. So Activision, get your shit together, or Sledgehammer, whoever is actually behind this game. And also AMD, get your shit together, because the AM3 Plus platform has been out for years now. But anyways, enough complaining. So, right here I have my class setup for the knife run, which is what I basically just called my knife runner class, or my ghost class, depending on what you want to call it. And just as a bit of backstory, I think the knife running thing, community slash whatever you want to call it, basically got a little bit more popular during the COD 4 YouTube scene. And lots of people were using or doing that because of Only Use Me Blade and straight up knives, I think. Yeah, those were the two. So if you have been around in the Call of Duty community, the Call of Duty YouTube community mainly for a couple of years, mainly in 2010, something like that, you will probably know these guys. But if not, just now you know. But yeah, talking a little bit more about my setup right here, you can see I'm using perk 1, 2 and 3 greed, so I can have 2 more perks, or better said, 2 perks per each slot, you could say. I'm having lightweight, I'm having low profile, blind eye, cold-blooded, hardwired, and blast suppressor. This is probably like a noob setup, as most people would call it, but it's actually quite a fun thing to do, because all these things will keep you off the thermals, off the minimaps, off the tracking drones, which I actually have 2 of them also as well. And so you're basically invisible for the whole time, especially since you're running around with the knife. You're not popping up on the minimap. You're not popping up on the minimap because of the blast suppressor when you're using your exosuit. And of course you have the exo cloak, the stealth ability that makes you invisible. So just really cool things. You could also try out and switch the 2 tracking drones for a pistol together with the knife upgrade, so you can knife faster. That would be another cool idea, but I just have not unlocked this so far. I would probably do that and get rid of the tracking drones, because I actually never used them. I mean, during this whole gameplay, I think I haven't even used them once. Especially in this game, I haven't actually used a grenade at all, I think, even though you got the cool arm launcher now. And besides that, I do also have the UAV, because it's one of my favorite score streaks. One of the, oh yeah, since we're actually talking about score streaks, formerly known as kill streaks, I'm really happy that in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, there really isn't much like super dominance in the air. Like in many previous Call of Duties, this was a big and huge problem. There was just so much air support, and you were just like spawn raped, spawn killed, and mowed down by some huge ass chopper up in the air. So I actually haven't seen much of that at all. I mean, most people really seem to just like ditch the streaks completely, which I actually think is kind of cool, because it makes you focus more on the actual core gameplay, which isn't bad at all. Once again, the game actually is pretty good, just that the port is kind of poorly made, so I'm really waiting for this performance patch. I'm not giving my hopes up on a good Call of Duty this year. But yeah, I'm talking a little bit more about the knife running. If you're like me and normally a sniper guy, you probably like 1-hit kills, and well, the knife running definitely delivers that. So since you're not popping out on the minimap like ever, it's really cool, since you can get some really cool back rages going. I mean, of course, there are only like 6 enemies if you're not playing ground war, but still, you're just running around, and knifing is something that can be really interesting and really fun. So if you've never tried it out, this would probably be the right time for you until they fix some of the problems, if you think the same way as I do. But yeah, I think this is pretty much all for now. Right now there should be the final kill cam soon. Vegas just crashed, so I have no preview window anymore. I will just continue to talk, but yeah, I mean. But yeah, I think it's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and Lucky Skill Faker out.